can't believe that this is a Sonic movie. Ah! Comments online here. So after months and months of waiting for the Sonic 3 trailer, we finally have it in our hands. Or I should say, in our veins or whatever. So I think this trailer was definitely worth the wait, guys. Like, seriously, this trailer was so damn good. I like watch it like every day now. That's all I've been doing recently. I know that's kind of a little crazy, but I'm really excited for this movie. As I said in the beginning, I can't believe this is a actual Sonic movie, guys. Like, I'm going insane right now. Like, we went from that ugly design to what we have now. Like, we live in a good time, dudes. We live in a good timeline. This movie looks incredible. The cinematography, the lighting, everything. The details on the characters. They like took a step up from Sonic 2. I think this is going to be better than Sonic 2. This is probably going to be the best Sonic movie in the trilogy. And oh my god, the part where Shadow like is walking and you see the flames in the background is like, bro, that's super hype. Like, dude, he kind of reminds me of Sephiroth a little bit in Super Smash Bros. And how he had the little flame thing when he wins, you know? If you play Smash, you know what I'm talking about. And he just bodies Tails like that. And he's done that like so many times. Why does Shadow hate Tails so much? Holy shit. Dude, the scene where Shadow breaks Knuckles' knuckles, I guess you could say. Like, dude, that gives me the fucking chills. Like, what? My man's a menace. Like, seriously. My gosh. Is I can't really speak. Is Tom going to fucking die in this movie, dude? Because there's a shot where he's on the ground and he's screaming Sonic's name, and then there's another scene where Sonic and Tails look all sad, and for some reason Knuckles doesn't. And then there's a part where where Sonic says, "What did you do?" And then Shadow says, "What I had to." Like, I think Shadow, he might have killed him, dude. Like, what? I don't think Tom is coming this out alive, but I think they might fake this out. And dude, the action in Sonic 3 is insane. Like, literally, this part right here, where Shadow he teleports with his motorcycle. Like, dude, and this shot right here with the Akira slide? No fucking way, dude. Like, this movie is hype, dude. I like can't really process anything right now. I'm just like super hyped. So I know this is an original theory, right? I didn't make this. A lot of people probably thought of this, but okay, so you know how in Sonic 1, Pretzel Lady, what's her name, Maddie, right? She says there's been a Wachowski protecting them like over for 50 years. And then in Sonic 2 they bring up Project Shadow being over 50 years. Like, is Tom's grandpa or his dad, right? Because we don't know. Was he like a government agent or a gun agent? Because I know gun wasn't like a thing back then because the events of Sonic 1 led to the creation of gun. But was Tom's grandfather or father an agent? And dude, did he kill Maria? Like, was he the one to pull the trigger? Like, dude, that explains why Shadow might have some beef with Tom, because if he finds out that he's a Wachowski, he's gonna go insane on Tom. He's gonna, like, probably almost kill him. But I don't think they're gonna kill him because this is a PG movie, right? I don't think they confirmed it's PG-13, but... And also, I don't think they would kill him off because they would probably want him for more sequels, because he's James Marsden and he's like a famous actor and all. But I think he's definitely not coming out of this movie without like an injury. He's definitely gonna get super hurt. And I love that detail where Shadow teleports and attacks that gun agent, like in Shadow the Hedgehog, like in the opening scene, right? Oh my god, we finally get fat Eggman. Like, we get game accurate Eggman. He's gonna be fat in this movie. I know in what was it, in April, right? You can let me know in the comment section below. But in April we had CinemaCon, excuse me. And they had like a Sonic 3 like sneak peek or whatever. It wasn't really a full-on trailer, I don't think. And the footage they saw, and after we got some details on it, they said that Eggman was gonna be fat in the movie because he like let himself go. But then the toys came out, and I thought he wasn't gonna be fat because they didn't show Fat Eggman. But I'm guessing he's gonna be in Wave 2, I believe, like right after the movie comes out next year. Okay, so another thing is that Chow are in this movie, right? Because there's a scene in the trailer where what is his name? The Olive Garden guy and Team Sonic are like chatting in some restaurant, and it's like a Chow theme, and you could see like in the background there's like Chow mascots. So are Chow actual creatures in the Sonic movie series? Like will they have them in like a future Sonic movie, like in Sonic 4? I can't wait to see the Chow. They're gonna be so cute, and they can make a lot of money from the Chow because the Chow can be marketable. They can make like tons of stuff for the Chow. It's confirmed that they're Team Sonic because I don't believe in Sonic 2 they ever came up with a name for them, right? So in Sonic 3 they're finally known as Team Sonic, which would make sense because if you played the game Sonic Heroes, it's Team Sonic. And dude, they're doing the Maria stuff. Like, is she gonna bite the bullet? Like, seriously, there's a shot where Gerald, Robotnik, and Shadow are all depressed and sad, and like there's like gun agents after them or something, or like government agents. They're gonna do it. It's over, guys. It's really over. This movie is gonna be hype. Get ready for December. And I'm not done talking in this yet. And I know exactly why Jim Carrey came back as Robotnik, so he could play Gerald Robotnik, and Gerald is completely like crazy, right? Because in Sonic Adventure 2, after Maria died, he was like writing doomsday ideas and stuff, right? And he created like this stuff for like the arc to like fail safe, where the arc would crash land into the earth and destroy everything. And like, dude, the dude's a menace. I could see why Jim Carrey would like come back as Gerald Robotnik, because it's a completely different character for Eggman. And also, his Eggman is like becoming more game accurate Eggman. And I know he said like he liked how Eggman kept evolving, and he wanted to move forward with that, and like how he wanted to have the fat suit in the second movie, and he like pitched ideas on it. And then we're finally getting that in this movie. We're finally getting Fat Eggman. And also, there's a scene where Sonic gives Robotnik his quill, right? So fans are theorizing that Eggman and maybe Gerald are gonna create Metal Sonic because they know that they can't stop Shadow by themselves. So they're gonna create Metal Sonic, right? And then Metal Sonic might go against them, right? He might turn on them, and then Sonic and Shadow have to team up to defeat Metal Sonic. Dude, Keanu, he sounds great as Shadow. I think he was born to play the role of Shadow the Hedgehog, because when he first spoke and said you're a colorful bunch, like, I knew it. I knew he was a perfect choice, right? And dude, they've done Shadow so well. Like, his teleportation, his chaos control looks incredible. The animation looks insane. Like, the scene where he beats up Knuckles again, where he teleports, or chaos controls, why do I keep saying teleports? Chaos controls to break my man's Knuckles. Like, Shadow did him dirty. They did him dirty. They did Knuckles dirty. I wonder, is Shadow gonna take off his inhibitor rings? Right, I think that's what they're called, inhibitor rings or whatever. You know, the rings that are on Shadow. Is he gonna take them off in this movie, like in 06, where he took them off and he was like dashing through those why can't I not talk? The Mephiles creatures, right? The clones, the Mephiles clones, where you see him and Rouge and Omega like dashing over him. Is Shadow gonna have a similar scene in Sonic 3 where he takes the inhibitor rings off? Because, dude, that scene's gonna go crazy. And in the final arc, in the final act of Sonic 3, right? they're gonna be in space because I've noticed that you can see the Earth in Tails' eyes, right? And he looks like he's like flying out of the arc, right? Or something. I don't know why. Maybe. Oh, are they gonna drop Sonic in space like in SA2, and maybe Tails is gonna go save him instead of the fake emeralds? Because I don't know if they would do the fake emeralds in Sonic 3. And also, I heard in this scene, right, there's like a part where it's noticeable that there could be a fourth character, because in No Way Home, there's like a scene where you saw the lizard's head go like down because he got kicked or something. And then when No Way Home came out, spoilers for No Way Home, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire were in the movie, right? Because there's like a bunch of like leaks and rumors that they were in it and the studio was trying to hide it. I think a similar situation is going on here with Amy, but I'm also starting to doubt that she's in the movie, but I think she could still be in it, but in a post-credit scene to set up Sonic 4, because I think there's like a rumor from Daniel RPK that Amy is going to have a big role in Sonic 4. So I think the post-credit scene for Sonic 3 is going to have Amy come in. And I love this fight right here, where Shadow does the Akira slide on a building, and then he goes in the air, and then he jumps off the motorcycle and attacks, and then Sonic jumps up to attack him. Like, oh, I can't wait to see that fight. And I believe that was in New York too, right? Because that's what the CinemaCon details said, I believe. Also, is Shadow working by himself now? Because in in SA2, right? Eggman frees Shadow from from his 50-year sleep, right? Where he's in the tube. Eggman frees him, and then Shadow works together with Eggman, but then Shadow betrays him, right? So Team Sonic has to work with Eggman to stop him, but they're not doing that here. Shadow is by himself, which is looking like he is, because in the beginning of the trailer you see that Shadow, he breaks out by himself easily, right? No Eggman team him up, which was great because I was a little worried they would copy Sonic 2 a little bit about how Eggman, like, he frees Shadow, right? And then he makes a deal with him, then they work together, then Eggman betrays Shadow, and then he works with Sonic. But they're not doing that, which I'm glad, because that was one of my worries for this movie, that it would just be a repeat of Sonic 2. Okay, I gotta say, the detail on Shadow looks incredible, especially the scene where he's in the rain, which is gonna be my thumbnail shot, right? My thumbnail? That shot right there, like, oof, the rain on Shadow, it kind of reminds me of that one scene from No Way Home where Tom Holland's Spider-Man is crying in the rain, right? Because Aunt May just died after the Goblin and the Sinister Six attack, and it just looks crazy. Like, Shadow, he looks like a menace, right? They cooked with Shadow. So Jeff Flower, right? If you didn't know, he worked on, I believe, the animation for Sonic the for Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game, right? That came out in 2005. He worked on Shadow, right? So it's like a full circle moment, which, good for him, man. He knows Shadow so well. I'm glad he's the director and everything, and he knows the character around, so we don't have anything to worry about with Shadow in this movie. Okay, so my thoughts are over now, right? But I want to do some speculating, like what's next after Sonic 3, right? So for this movie's post-credit scene, I think we have two choices, right? Silver or Metal Sonic. Because there's a part, and there's already been fan theories, right? Where Eggman's gonna use the quill to make Metal Sonic to like fight Shadow, right? Because he's not powerful enough to defeat Shadow, right? So he's gonna create Metal Sonic, or number 2 would be Silver the Hedgehog, and we would have like Silver and like the kind of the 06 plot line where Silver comes back in time to kill Sonic because he thinks he's the Iblis Trigger, but he's not really. And if you didn't watch the Knuckles show, right, they had Iblis, but it was a gag, right? Because there's a scene where Wade is like doing training, and then they get into Knuckles' backstory or whatever, like in like a musical for some weird reason, some weird shit, right? There's a part, right? There's like a creature. I didn't know it was Iblis until I went online and like I saw the fans talking about it. And can I say one more thing? Why was the Flames of Disaster trending on Twitter? Like, cause yesterday I saw it and then when I clicked on it, it was just a bunch of clips of Wade saying, "It's the Flames of Disaster," right? Well, this is just speculation. So I think Sonic 3 is gonna have 2 post-credit scenes, right? If they're gonna kill Shadow off, the first post-credit scene is gonna be of us knowing that Shadow lived, right? And it'll be like where he's in a tube again. Maybe Eggman saved him and he's gonna use him for the next movie or whatever. And then the second post-credit scene will rather be setting up the next threat, like Metal Sonic or Silver, or it's gonna be a similar post-credit scene to Sonic 1, where it shows one of Sonic's friends, which would be Amy, or Rouge, we don't know. But I think it's most likely going to be Amy for movie 4, right? Because they might do the Metal Sonic movie, like the CD Heroes type movie, which would definitely work. I could see potential in it. So anyways guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I'm going to be covering Sonic 3. I'm going to be reacting to trailers and doing other sorts of videos on this channel. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Every world has its end. I know that's kind of sad, but that's why we gotta live life to the fullest in the time we have.